Hello students, welcome to Aneetta Class video lessons. Today we are going to take a deeper look into the poem The Heart of the Tree by Henry Kyler Bunner. What does he plant who plants a tree? He plants a friend of sun and sky. The poem The Heart of the Tree focuses on the importance of nature for our existence. Let's take a look at stanza 1. Stanza 1, the poet begins with a question which is, what does he plant who plants a tree? He then provides the answer in the following lines. He tells us that a tree is a friend of sun and sky. Thus, when we plant a tree, we are planting a friend of sun and sky. When you plant a tree, we are bringing in free breeze. We are making something of beauty which is towering high. As you know, trees are tall and hence the phrase towering high. When we plant something, we are planting a heaven for the birds, animals and insects around. We are creating heaven's harmony on the nature. The first stanza talks about the following. Let's move to stanza number 2. Again he repeats the question and he gives a following answer. When you plant a tree, you're planting or you're bringing in cool shade and tender rains. As you know, trees are a major part in the water cycle and it also offers us shade and lowers the temperature. If you live in a city, you will understand the benefits when you stand under a tree on a hot day. You feel the cool, you feel that you're protected. As days go by, we are planting or we are cultivating a forest heritage. We are harvesting things and we are offering the unborn eyes something pleasant to look at. In this line, in which is beautifully written, the joy that unborn eyes shall see, these things he plants who plants a tree. So one who is planting a tree is offering something of extravagant beauty to the future generation, which is referred to as unborn eyes. So we, by planting a tree, or the guy or her who plants a tree is offering the glory to the plains and attributing and contributing to the heritage and the generations to come. The third stanza also begins with the same question. What does he plants who plants a tree? Again, the author goes on to give a response which is a little philosophical here. So he compares the one who plants a tree to that of God. Because when you plant a tree, we are offering growth. Not just personal growth, but also the growth of a nation. His hands or her hands who's planting the tree is offering growth to all our land. A nation's growth from sea to sea. So here, when you plant a tree, the poet reminds us that we are offering a new life, a new leaf, wood, loyalty and a loving home to everyone. So let's take a minute to discuss about the poet who is behind this beautifully written poem. As you know, Henry Kyler Bunner is a New Yorker born in the 19th century. He is known for using simple language, which you can clearly see in this particular poem as well. He was an editor of a comic weekly and was also a playwright. The most important thing to take away from this poem is the importance or the need to conserve nature, because by doing so we are offering hope for the coming generation. There are two important things to take away from this poem. One is epiphora, which is the technique of raising a question and providing the answer immediately. All three stanzas use this technique in the particular poem. The next one is metonymy, which is a figure of speech in which we attribute metonymy to a thing or a concept by not calling it directly. For example, when we refer to the cool shade and the tender rains, these two attributes are directly associated to the tree. Rather than saying trees give us cool shade, we use these phrases to indicate that. This figure of speech is known as metonymy. We have two more important concepts to learn in this particular chapter and then we are done. The first one is the importance of the tree. Tree offers us free breeze. What does that mean? Tree takes the carbon dioxide and returns the oxygen and thus gives us pure and clean air to breathe. The tree is a major part in creating rain as it attributes and it maintains a water cycle on the planet. The tree also offers wood, shelter, wind and whatnot. Future of the earth. Through the poem, the poet is showcasing the importance of conserving for the future. He understands that our survival is greatly dependent on the forest. Without trees, the land will be a barren land and there will not be growth. Let us now look at how appropriate the title of the poem is. Like the title contains the word heart, the heart of the tree. Why does the poet use the word heart? Heart is a major part of human body. Heart carries the nutrients and materials and minerals to the body, and therefore heart is a reason for survival and the existence. Similarly, the tree is giving us the oxygen and is the heart or gives us the reason to exist. Next topic is survival. We need our heart to survive. Without a heart, one cannot sustain. Likewise, without a tree, we cannot survive. Therefore, tree is equivalent to heart. Tree signifies the heart and the core of our existence. The poet has used the right title for the poem. This is it, guys. I hope the poem is simpler and easy to understand now. You can check out more content on our website and do subscribe to the channel